everybody, and happy Advent. It's the first family-friendly of the Advent season.
Let's go on for the Advent.
We are the Baker family. I'm Tim. What's your name?
Martha.
I'm Hannah.
And we've got a few guests with us here as well today. Hello, Lexi. Hello, Nat. And we're excited because we're on that countdown to Christmas time, aren't we? So, who have we got joining us today? Shall we find out who's there? Team Tunnicliffe's here.
Hello. Amelia, are you coming to say hello?
Hello.
Amelia's shouting hello from the other side.
Hello. It was a good loud hello.
Bit.
The Stennets are here.
Hello.
Hey, Team Stennett. So that's Becky, Mark, Ruben, and Miriam, all here from Team Stennett. Well done, everybody. The chocolate is going down well. Have you had some chocolate? Can you tell from your face? So, before we get started, shall we work out how ready you are for Christmas, everybody? So, we're going to play a quiz called the 12 days of Are You Ready for Christmas Yet? So, not quite the 12 days of Christmas, but the 12 days of Are You Ready for Christmas Yet? Here's the game. There's 12 questions. If you have already done this thing, then you shout, ho, 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 and you get a point. That was a good ho, ho, ho. Thanks, Dennis.
Ho, ho, ho!
Exactly.
Still chocolate here.
If you haven't done this thing yet, shout, no, 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 and you don't go.
No.
If it's somewhere in between, then the negotiations will have to start. Points of Based on Family, and please play along at home. Let us know if you're watching this live or if you catch up with it later on. Let us know how you got on. Type some ho-ho-hos into the comments on Facebook and YouTube, and maybe give us your score. Keep track of your own scores, folks. Here you are. Question 1. Have you made any Christmas cake yet this year?
No.
Oh, there's a ho-ho-ho over here. Excellent.
No.
No. from Stunning Clips and
No.
stuff.
As is usually done in September. We're really behind.
Wow.
You haven't done the Harvest Festival yet either.
No.
That was awesome.
Lots of no-nos and one ho-ho-ho from Team Jackson. Have you written any Christmas cards yet?
No.
I think
We've got them. We've not written any yet.
So no from Turners. Rosetta, are you ho-ho-ho, Ruben?
Yeah.
Oh, well done.
The
Well done.
ho was for the last one. This is for the second one.
Oh, Joe's on ho-ho-hos. Well done, Joe. You've written some Christmas cards. I think that probably makes it quite an easy answer to this third one. Have you written all your Christmas cards yet?
No.
Even you, Ruben, haven't done them all yet.
It's not feeling good here.
No points yet. Okay, good. Question 4. Have you eaten a mince pie yet?
Ho! Done that one.
Have you had a mince pie yet? Ho, from Martha.
Mince pies arrive in the Tunnicliffe household early because Matthew really enjoys them.
Excellent. Thank you, Joe. Excellent. Good. Question 5. Have you bought any presents for somebody else yet?
Ho, ho, ho.
Oh, very good. Yes, you have. Because you and me bought something for Mummy the other day, didn't we? But we better not tell her now.
Ho, ho, ho.
Ho, ho, ho.
Good answer, Martha.
Well done. So, question 6 on the similar theme. Have you bought all the presents you need to buy yet?
No.
I'm not
What
even
are you
saying.
eating
Ho, ho, ho from
now?
Hannah.
Good one.
Impressed.
That's Martha.
Me. Well done, Ruben. Is Ruben's ho 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 being questioned for its validity?
Ruben might have thought he's finished his shopping.
Yes, sorry, Ruben. Back shopping. Have you sung any carols yet?
Yeah, we've done ho ho ho. We have.
We did some Christmas songs, didn't we, in the car? Maybe. Question 8. Obviously, All We Can buy us is present here. Have you ordered an All We Can extraordinary gift yet this Christmas?
No, no, no.
Oh, come on, guys.
Oh, Caroline and Rach are doing well. They've got ho, ho, ho to all the others.
What? 6 ho ho ho's. Well done, Caroline.
Ho,
Yeah,
ho,
yeah.
ho.
Thank you. Oh, a lot of ho ho ho's from the Stead household.
No, we ordered an all we can extraordinary gift.
Oh, so I
But
thought
that
it
is
was
helpful, Tim. I have not yet, but
Ho,
that's
ho.
But
that's
this
a
is
lot
your
of presents I haven't yet bought, so good.
exactly your friendly reminder, and your solution to question 6 is the answer to question 8. Question 9: have you played any Christmas films in your house yet?
Ho, ho, ho.
No, no, no.
We have.
No, we haven't.
We watched Arthur Christmas the other day, didn't we? That was good.
Oh.
And Polar Express. That was a bit scary though.
And
Ho ho ho! Thank you, Caroline.
the Stennett family may have got through a film series of 5 films
There's a lot of ho, ho, ho.
5.
with Bruce Willis.
Well, this is the next question. This is
They're
the
not
next
Christmas
question.
films.
Question 10: have you watched Die Hard yet?
Oh,
Christmas films.
No.
It is a
This
Christmas
is always
film.
out at Christmas. It's not a Christmas film.
Yes, it is. In fact, we watched both of them just to cover our bases. Just in case.
Wow, look at that.
Say, no,
a
it's
no,
not.
no,
Oh,
no,
don't.
no.
Don't throw the dice at the computer, please, Amelia.
Yes. And please watch Die Hard with age-appropriate audiences.
One.
Question 11, we're nearly there. Have you pre-ordered a turkey yet?
Ho, ho, ho.
Or vegetarian equivalent.
Oh, but we've got a ho 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 from the Jacksons. Well done. Oh yes, ordered for us. Excellent. And last but not least, have you eaten all the sweets off a Christingle yet?
No, no, no. We've done quite well. I mean, we haven't made a Christingle yet.
Well, there's no much point making them. You just eat the sweets.
Oh, Amelia's brought us the giant die.
Oh,
Just,
Thanks,
just,
Amelia.
just because she can. Look at that. It's
that
huge.
is very big.
Look at that.
I
Well
know.
done. Anybody got an idea how many they scored?
No.
No, we neither. We lost track. Probably not as many as Caroline and Rachel Stead.
We've scored 3.
Yeah, I
Because I think I scored like 2 or 3, I think,
Yeah.
as well.
Oh, if we got 6, we were doing well, I reckon then.
Well, yeah, well done, everybody. Well done. And maybe if you want to watch it back in a week, then you could get a higher score, and that will make you feel better about your life, might it?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I got my phone.
But that's not usually how we start. We got distracted. We got distracted by Christmas. How do we normally start family-friendly worship? Yes.
Yeah.
Who's going to join in with me? You're here.
Ready?
You're here.
I'm here.
God's
God's
here.
here. And that's enough.
Should we do it again, but a bit louder?
That.
You're here. I'm
here.
God's here. And that's enough.
Absolutely. Amen.
Tim, but you say, I mean, we say this every time, don't we? We say God's here with us, and that's enough. But I've been wondering what that all comes from. How can we say God is with us? I can't see God in hiding in amongst the baubles on our Christmas tree, or over by the plates on the dresser. I can't see God. So what is this idea about God being with us, please, Tim?
Well, yes. So that's really what Christmas is about, isn't it? That's the exciting bit of the Christmas season, is that God's here. God was here. That's the great story we tell at Christmas time. But God is still here with us. And that's even more important than watching Die Hard. It's more important than Christmas cake. It's more important than how many mince pies you managed to eat before the 1st of January, is the exciting fact that God is here. And God being here, that story is told for us in the Bible in a really kind of exciting and imaginative way, where we get to think about this word. And John's Gospel starts with this invitation for us to think about a word that might be there right at the very beginning of creation, and that comes to be with us at Christmas. So we're going to hear a version of that story now read for us by Reuben. I think that's on a video, isn't it?
The Word was first
the Word present to God, God present to the Word. The Word was God. In readiness for God from the day one, everything was created through him. Nothing, not one thing, came into being without him. What came into existence was life, and that life was light to live by. The life light blazed out of the darkness. The darkness couldn't put it out. There once was a man, his name was John, sent by God to point out the way to the life light. He came to show everyone where to look, who to believe in. John was not himself the light. He was there to show the way to the light.
Oh, I love that reading. That is from the Gospel of John, and the first few verses of the Gospel of John, all about the Word being there in the beginning and the Word coming to be with us, and the Word being God, the Word being God, and the Word being Jesus, and them being the same. I love this comment from Rach, who says that if 2 or 3 are in a room, then God's here. I think that's a really helpful thing to remember, because God is with us all the time, and especially when we're together with other people. God is really with us. We absolutely love that. And this is, as Tim said, this is the point of Christmas, because when we celebrate the Christmas story, what we're celebrating is the moment that we finally knew that God was really with us, when God stepped down from heaven to earth to be with us as human. But I think there are probably other people here that can tell this story better than I can. So I wonder if there are any of our younger people in Team Family Friendly, including Ruben, who might be able to help us tell the story of Christmas and of God coming to earth. Do you want to start us off with something you know then, Ruben? Just 1 or 2 little...
You don't.
No, you know the story, but you're not going to tell it.
I want to do it second.
Oh, you want to go second? Right, okay. Have we got anybody else around? Miriam, could you come here? You come here and tell me, what do you know about the Christmas story? Can you tell me something about the Christmas story, one part of it? It's Jesus' birthday. That's lovely. So I think we must start then with a baby, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah? And how do we know that the baby is on the way? Can you remember a special way that a lady found out that the baby was on its way?
Come here.
Seashell.
You could feel it, that's true. But do you remember how Mary found out she was going to
Angels.
Well, yes, Amelia.
Angel.
Angels.
Hooray, that's Amelia's contribution, by the way.
It's a good one.
This is good. So the angel came down. Floated. Yeah, nice. And said, "Hey Mary." What did he say?
Hey Mary.
Hey Mary. What did Gabriel say after his very auspicious introduction of "Hey Mary"? You're going to have a baby. You're going to have a baby. And do we know anything about that baby from the angel? It's the Son of God. Wow.
Where? When it's actually what else is it?
Baby, who's the Son of God? Yeah, that's amazing.
It is amazing.
Born as a baby. Now, can you remember where the baby was born? Anyone remind me of that one? Go on then.
It's Labour.
a stable
There you
where
go.
there wasn't a baby.
Was
Was
that
that
Martha?
Martha? Where was it?
Yes.
Go shout it.
Stable.
In a stable. Well done, Martha. That is fantastic. And was there a beautiful No! You're not meant to give that answer. I think we forgot the Christmas story over
No,
here.
Yeah.
No.
Give us a couple of weeks of carol services, and we'll have it back again.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So, baby Jesus was born and laid in a manger. Thank you, Caroline, for helping us out with the story. We appreciate others who are more theologically literate than we're able to be at this time on a Friday. Thank you for that. So, Jesus was born in a stable and put into a manger. That's the place where the cows' food and stuff was. Nice. Lovely. Everyone's got that on their baby lists now, haven't they? And so,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
but what happens when you have a baby? Do you sort of end up hiding away, or does anyone come to visit?
Come to visit.
And who might come to visit this newborn baby son of God? I reckon Martha might help us out. Martha, who came to visit?
Martha,
Becky, just talking for a second.
he's asking. Who might
Martha, do you
visit?
remember who visited baby Jesus?
Who?
You remember?
To visit.
No.
Who was in the office?
There's 3. Not Karen.
I said
Do you remember some?
Not Carrie.
Uh,
Who looks after
the king.
the kings? Yes. How many kings?
So those are some people who travelled a long, 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 long way. Well done. Can we think of anyone else who visited? Is Amelia there? Oh, well done, Reuben.
Shepherds. Well done, Reuben.
So these people visited because
Jesus.
they had messages from God to let them
Mum,
know.
it sounds on.
That's special.
It sounds on.
This is what the first Gospel of John is trying to tell us, is that God, who was there in the very beginning and who created everything, was coming to earth to be with us. And that happened in the baby Jesus. Now, we know some songs about that at this time of year as well, and we're hoping you're going to sing along with us.
I know
A
quite
song
well.
that is telling us the story of Jesus being born on a starry night.
Quite.
It was on a starry night when the hills were bright. Earth lay sleeping calm and still. Then in a cattle shed, in a manger bed, a boy was born, King of all the world. And all the angels sang for him, the bells of heaven rang for him, for a boy was born, King of all the world. And all the angels sang for him, the bells of heaven rang for him, for a boy was born, King of all the world. Soon the shepherds came that way, where the baby lay, and were kneeling by his side. And their hearts believed once more, for the peace of all, for a boy was born, King of all the world. And all the angels sang for him, the bells of heaven rang for him, for a boy was born, King of all the world. And all the angels sang for him, the bells of heaven rang for him, for a boy was born, King of all the world.
Wow, thank you. I hope you joined in at home. There was a little bit of grooving going on here, but we are getting excited about the Christmas spirit, aren't we? as we look forward, and we do this waiting and seeing bit that we do in Advent. And really, thank you to Ruben for reading our Bible story today, as we heard those 8 verses from the beginning of John's Gospel. Always worth a read, and the Message translation is particularly lovely. But I just want us to think, we've thought a little bit about the first bit, and we've, with all of your help, and thanks for the lovely comments as well, helping us to remember and retell the Christmas story. But we haven't quite got there yet, have we? It's 22 days till Christmas, 3 weeks tomorrow. If that doesn't make you panic, then nothing will. But as we get ready, Advent is about this time of waiting as well, this time of waiting and preparing. And the second half of that reading that Ruben shared with us is about John the Baptist. John the Baptist, who I think I like to think of as Mr. Advent, really, the inventor of Advent. You all right? The Play-Doh's going everywhere here. So we could call him John Advent, John Mr. Advent. Let me just read you that last verse again that Ruben read for us before. John, sent by God to point out the way to the life light. He came to show everyone where to look, who to believe in. John was not himself the light. He was there to show the way to the light. And that's what Advent's about, really. It's about us finding a way, finding a time, making space in the midst of all our lives and our chaos to come and make space for the light, to come and make space for the light to be at work. You've got fairies at home?
No, I got the angel at home.
You've got the angel at home, haven't you? Because during Advent, often we have an Advent calendar, don't we? And Martha's got a lovely new Advent calendar this year where you've got little pictures from the Christmas story, haven't you? And the very first one was an angel who looks a bit like a fairy. The Christmas fairies are here too. Yeah, what did you have today?
Shepherd.
A shepherd. Couldn't remember that word earlier when we were doing the who visited Jesus, but we've remembered it now. And the Advent calendars are important. Thanks for bringing those up, Martha. Because that's what we're doing. We're waiting for Christmas. We're waiting for Christmas to come. But we're not waiting just kind of like, let's all have a nap and then wake me up when Christmas comes. We're waiting by making space, by preparing, by finding time to do something a little bit different during Advent so that we can point other people towards the light, so we can make way for the light of Christmas to come and make a difference in our lives again this year. So this Advent, what we just want to invite you to do over the next 22 days is, yes, there'll be chaos. Yes, there'll be lots going on. Yes, there'll be shopping still to do, cakes still to make, all the other things on those 12 days of Are We Ready for Christmas Yet? But in the meantime, amongst all of that, try and find a little bit of space to do some John the Baptist stuff, some Mr. Advent stuff, where we wait, we make space, we make a space for Jesus to come and be born in our hearts again this Christmas. To help us do that a little bit, we've got some ideas for some craft that we might like to try and do together. There's already been lots of Play-Doh spread around the Baker family laptop today, but hopefully, if you've got a craft box where you are, now's your moment to get it out. And Laura's going to help us, Team Tunnicliffe, help us a bit with some of our craft as we try and make space for the life light to come amongst us. Are you guys going to come up here? Fab.
Hello. Hello, Team Senate. How are you? So now I understand that some people are a little bit, have got a little bit of a block of clay that's a little bit hard. If that's you, that's fine. Keep it somewhere warm for a little bit and it'll soften up. The stuff I've got is a little bit softer. It's not quite the same as what you've got. So what we're going to do, now if you've been into church recently, you might have seen something a little bit like this. I'm trying to work out how you can see it because purple candles and a purple hoodie don't quite work. Okay. So if your block of clay is a little bit too solid, you can just turn it into like an Advent plate kind of thing, like I've got there.
I can't make it.
Stretch it out. You can make it into a sausage and fasten it up into a ring like this.
Oh,
I
wow.
cheated a little bit because I did mine earlier. I've cheated a little bit because mine's ready. But you can make it into a sausage. You can stretch it out. This is our Advent wreath, isn't it? Are you blowing the candles out even though they're not lit yet? Careful, careful. Don't squidge it.
It looks like birthday cake.
It does look a bit like a birthday cake, doesn't it? So you can shape it into whatever shape you'd like. This is one of ours. I know Amelia's going to try and help me destroy it. I know, but everyone's trying to look at me. Can you come to the side so that everyone can see? I know, but everybody else wants to see it too. Okay, you take that one then. I may not have an Advent wreath by the time we finish, but at least I've got the other one. Okay, and you should have your candles. Oh, there we go. No, the Advent wreath is still, well, it's still reasonably ring-like. We'll see what happens with that later on. So shape it into whatever shape you'd like. If you'd like to make it into a wreath, you can do. If you'd like to just leave it in some sort of flat shape like this one, you can do that. Or you can make it into any shape you like, really. You could make it a square. You could make it a triangle. You could... How...
We've lost you, Laura. I think you're on mute.
I think she's still.
That's Amelia's contribution to it again is to mute, apparently.
It's quite useful to be able to mute.
It's hair drying clay. So if you leave it for sort of 24, 48 hours, don't completely trash my Advent ring. I know, but it's all going to fall apart. Oh boy. Let's. Can I lift it up off my laptop, please? I really don't want clay all over my laptop. Put it on there. There we go. Yeah, so 24, 48 hours, it should dry out, and then you can paint it, you can colour it, you can decorate it however you like. If you've got a little bit of clay left over and you want to make some little patterns out of the clay and stick them on, you can do that. Amelia's just lining ours up to blow them all out, which is very helpful, but we've not lit them yet. And then when you've done that, you need to put the candles. Can I just show everybody this one? Oh. Okay, can we show it? Can we hold it up so everyone can see it? Look on the screen, there, like that. And then if you put your gold candle in the middle-ish, or in the centre of your ring, and the purple candles around the sides of it. And that's your Advent wreath. How are you doing, Team Stennett? That's looking good. We're putting candles in. How's it going in the baker house?
Yeah, good. We gave up on the clay because we hadn't done enough work on it to make it work. But we've got
that's fine.
Got two Play-Doh rings going on here.
Excellent.
So we've got simultaneous Advents happening at the same time.
Oh, we've got two. We've split our clay in half so that we've got one each.
Look at that.
Oops, Daisy, you killed the candle, Amelia. Come here.
Look at that.
Let's put the candle back in. There we go. There we go. Right.
Look at that, everyone.
Look at that, everyone. Hold it up.
Wow, look at that.
Hold it
It's
up.
like
There you go.
an Advent log.
Everyone can see it now.
It looks great.
Thanks, Amelia.
Okay. So I'm going to work on the basis that everyone's probably had time to create their wreath now. And you should also in your boxes have a lovely little booklet like this with pictures on it and things. And this is our little Advent liturgy. So if you're in church every Sunday, you have a special sort of prayers that we go through right at the beginning of the service where we light our candles. And Tim has very kindly put one together for us, and it's come out, and hopefully you'll see the pictures inside, show you how many candles need to light in, just in case you're not too sure about that. And we have our own family-friendly Advent liturgy that we can share together. So I think Tim's going to take us through. Tim's going to be our leader as we say it together tonight, I think, aren't you, Tim?
Yep, that's fine. So I can do that one, and we'll do the first week of Advent because that's what it is.
Yeah.
And what we thought we'd do is we'd do one for each week, so you don't have to do it on the same day. You can just do it whenever you want during the week. This is the first week. This is the end of the first week of Advent. And
No,
we
we need
can
to
do the
make
second week, and then the third week, and so on. So yes, if you're feeling brave, you could light your candle, which I think Team Stennett's feeling brave. We are not at that level of brave here, I don't think.
I am brave.
You are very brave, I agree. But probably also bravery and foolishness come together sometimes. Let's have our Advent liturgy. So if you're watching along at home and you can find this, do join in the bold type, and we'll we'll pray together. So shall we pray? God of hope, we are waiting for you. We are waiting for the light of the world to come amongst us. While we are waiting, help us to be people of hope, believing a better world is possible and bringing hope to those who need it. God of hope, thank you that you came on the first Christmas. Come again in our hearts today.
Amen.
We only have two.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
I think we're going to pray the Lord's Prayer together as we join all of our prayers as one.
Our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name.
Your kingdom come, your will be done, on earth as in heaven.
Give us today our daily bread.
And forgive us our sins, as we forgive those who sin against us.
Save us from the time of trial.
But deliver us from evil.
For the kingdom, the power, and the glory are yours, now and forever.
Amen.
Right, so we have said all our prayers, we've had our song, and we've done our craft. And of course, if you want to keep it like the natural look, you can. Your Advent log, wreath, lump, you can kind of, or you could decorate it over the coming. We've actually blown ours out because we realised that if we left it going, they're going to burn through very quickly. And so we've always got to be aware of how much candle we've got left. But I'm sure we could replace them with normal candles as well, couldn't we? However,
but you could leave, if you leave it for a day or so, is that right, Laura? Sort of leave it overnight for a day or two, and then you could paint it, you could put glue on it to stick gems on. Or...
That's not leaving the candle lit though.
Not with the candle.
Not for a day or so.
Bad
It would
idea.
not last. But that is that. Just before we finish though, there's a little bit of a notice to say, keep an eye out on the YouTube and or Facebook group page, because there might be some additional Christmassy, family-friendly bits coming through, and yeah, I think there is going to be obviously more family-friendly next year. The first one will be back on Friday, the 7th of January. So that's nearly a whole week into 2022.
No, that's
going to be
terrifying.
crazy, isn't it? We're nearly. Pardon? Yeah, I know. Just about to. Right, so we're just about to finish with the grace. And can we remember this, folks? It's going to come up on the screen. So we have a big present.
So when it's the grace of our Lord Jesus Christ, we're the biggest present we've ever had.
So, you know, you might get practicing for Christmas. You know, oh, big present.
This is what I'm expecting.
Good luck with that. So may the grace of our Lord Jesus Christ, a big present. So we're receiving that, and the love of God, big hug, and the fellowship, holding the hands. Can we see if we can kind of hold hands across screens and things?
Oh, we've just got so much hot chocolate on fingers here.
Well, he's already got it on his face. We was all evermore. Amen. And then we'll wave and we'll finish. So let's go from the top, shall we? Should we say it together? Try and do it all at the same time. 3, 2, 1. May the grace
of our Lord Jesus Christ
and
the
love
love
of God
and the fellowship of the Holy Spirit
be
be
with
with
us
us all.
evermore.
Amen.
Amelia, we can say bye.
Yeah, that's a scary.